Just ahead on District-Wide Update, find out what the school district is doing to help our students get involved in extracurricular activities. Next, see how a 4th grader is raising awareness of visual impairment issues. Finally, some ballerinas dance their way through Lincoln. Hear about all this and so much more right now on District-Wide Update. Hello and welcome back to District-Wide Update. While I can't believe we've already passed midterms, the school year seems to be flying by, and we have a lot of great things going on. So let's start off this month's show with a new face. Jim Prochaska recently joined our district, taking a seat on the school board. Check it out. Well, I guess we can't say he recently joined us. Jim has been a part of the Dubuque Community School District for many years now. After getting his undergrad degree at Loras College and his graduate degree at UW-Superior, Jim started teaching science at senior high school. He taught there for almost 40 years and is now teaching as an adjunct science professor at the University of Dubuque. After all his involvement in our district, he's excited to have a voice on the school board.
I've always been interested in serving in public office. That was always in the back of my mind. I feel like I can contribute something to the school district, being a former teacher. I was overwhelmed by the support in the election that I received. And I kind of feel a duty and obligation to the community to be able to, if I so want to, give back and share whatever I can.
Jim joined the school board because he believes in the district's work of impacting the lives of our students.
I really believe the essence of quality education is the classroom teacher. We can talk about all the fancy buildings and the football teams or any athletic teams, but the essence, really, why are kids in school to receive an education?
Welcome to the school district, Jim. We're happy to have you join our team and can't wait to see all the great things you're sure to do in your new role on the school board. Now it's time for our strategic plan snapshot. This month we're focusing on technology. It's very important to us that our students get a quality education. And part of that is making sure they have all the tools they need for a successful future. So the district has focused on the implementation of updated technology in our schools. And boy, are we making progress. Take a look. Technology is all around us and quickly becoming a standard tool for learning in our classrooms. Whether it's through the 21st Century Learning Project, the Digital Literacy Labs, or the 1,240 tablets in the hands of our students, the Dubuque Community School District is continuously working hard to give the students the tools they need to prepare for life after school.
The fact is we've got a lot of really good people in IT and a lot of really good people at the building level who are facilitating all that and making that happen. And that's why things have gone the way they have, because we've got some pretty bright folks pushing from behind.
And why is it so important for our students?
It gives them a leg up in the future. I think when they leave school, they're not going to be looking at technology that they've never seen. They're going to be working with things that they'll say, oh yes, I'm comfortable with that and I use that technology. And I think looking back at what they had access to in years past, that wouldn't be the case.
Of course, it's always an ongoing process, but we have a lot of people working hard to put this plan into action, and we've made a lot of great progress. So a big thank you goes out to all the people involved in implementing these changes. We can also welcome a new IT director to our district who started on the 28th of October, Kobe Culbertson. He has a lot of experience in this field and will be a great addition to our team. Well, you've heard me talk about our 21st Century Learning Plan before. Now I'd like to take a minute to fill you in on how it's going in our schools. You know what? On second thought, you don't want to hear me talking about it. Let's bring on some special guests from Washington.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
And I'm Andy. Welcome to WTV at George Washington Middle School. Let's take a look at how 21st century teaching and learning is making its way into our building.
While all teachers are incorporating 21st century skills into the learning environment, 10 teachers have taken on the challenge of infusing regular use of tablets in their classrooms.
With the increase in technology, classrooms are changing. Ms. O'Neill has explained that students are doing a lot more group projects that require collaboration. One of the things her students are focusing on in writing is giving each other feedback. Students now have blogs, and they are able to read and respond to each other's writing electronically. Many teachers noted that students are moving away from paper and pencil tasks and simply copying notes off the board. Students are beginning to take charge of their own learning. Mr. Fromm agrees that his classroom is changing as well.
I would say I have tried to be on the cutting edge as a teacher with reference to the 21st century learning skills to date, but now incorporating the new technologies has been awesome. There's definitely a learning curve with reference to getting the students to understand how the tool works itself, but it's been awesome.
The arrival of the tablets has been well received, and the students are taking notice.
We're doing different things in classes because we're doing more with the tablets and more with online technology than we have in past years.
I like it better because we have more resources and it's like more guided service than just the textbook, and you get deeper into the information, you learn more, and you take more out of it than you would by using a book.
So far, the tablets seem to be a topic students and teachers can agree upon. Teachers are seeing the benefits to their presence.
It's been a positive experience. We try to bring that real world stuff into the classroom, and a lot of the hands-on stuff that I've done before, a lot of the inquiry stuff that I've done before, I haven't been able to have that last component to bring everything into the classroom. And with the technology, we're finally able to bring the outside world into the classroom and deal with what we have to from that standpoint.
This is just the start of 21st century learning at Washington.
We look forward to what the future will bring.
Thanks for the update, guys, and great work on the video. It's awesome to see our students so interested in 21st century learning. Academics are obviously an essential part of getting a quality education, but believe it or not, involvement in extracurricular activities is just as important. That's why the Dubuque Community School District is striving to make getting involved as easy as possible. Check it out. It's called the Activities Bus, and it's an initiative that came about after our Activities Council discussed the best way to get more students involved in after-school activities. The buses provide a way for students who might not otherwise have transportation to get home from after-school activities.
There are tons of research out there that shows kids that are active in school, in sports, after-school activities, musicals do a lot better with their academics. The biggest benefit of the Activities Bus is that it does remove that barrier for kids. It's been great, it really has, and I hope it's something that the district continues.
Jefferson alone averages around 30 to 35 students a night, but all the middle schools and high schoolers participate. The buses run after school at the conclusion of each practice or rehearsal. To use the activity bus, students just stop by their school activity office. Each student will receive a sticker to place on the back of their school ID to show that they are involved in an activity. Then all you do is show your ID to the bus driver and hop on the bus. Pretty easy. Speaking of after-school activities, the After-School LEAP program has a lot going on right now. There's something for everyone, whether it be zombie makeup, bowling, skateboarding, computer analysis, and even ziplining. Now, I didn't get to do any ziplining myself, but I wanted to tag along and see what it was all about. It sure looked like a lot of fun. Here are some highlights. It was the perfect day for a little outdoor activity. And what better way to enjoy the beautiful fall weather than to zip line through the forest areas at Union Park. Of course, you don't just get to jump into a harness and glide hundreds of feet in the air without some basic training. So after the kids were given the ground rules, they were ready for some fun. And it wasn't just your average zip lining. At the end, the kids attempted to drop a Beanie Baby into a bucket while zip lining through the trees. Not an easy task. I think it's safe to say that the kids had a good time. Ziplining was just one of many activities offered through LEAP, which is a grant-funded activity program for middle school students. And it's pretty cool that they get the chance to participate in these unique opportunities. I think I'll definitely have to try that out sometime. It looked like a lot of fun. This year, one of our elementary schools is celebrating quite a milestone. Bryant Elementary turned 75 years old. To celebrate, the Bryant Family Organization hosted the Bryant Bulldog Walk-Around for Bryant families and community members. Take a look. It was a brisk day with a chance of rain, so Bryant's Walk-Around moved indoors. But that didn't stop hundreds of people from enjoying a morning of walking, playing, and learning. From inflatable games to art projects and even snacks, the community came together to proudly celebrate Bryant's history in Dubuque. What a great event. And even better, all funds raised from the walk-around will be used by the Bryant Family Organization to directly benefit Bryant students. Happy anniversary, Bryant. If you've ever heard a men's choir sing, you know that there is something special about the way male voices combine harmony, or should I say River City harmony. Boys and men of all ages gathered at Roosevelt Middle School on October 12th to work with guest conductor Michael Engelhardt from Millikan University. They spent the day rehearsing and ended with a public concert that highlighted their day's work. The Millikan Men Choir was a special guest, and members of the Dubuque Music Men Barbershop Group also assisted in the day. Hats off to everyone who participated. October is Blindness Awareness Month, and the powerful story of one of our Dubuque Community School District students is helping raise awareness of visual impairment issues. Trevor Meyer is a 4th grader at Lincoln Elementary School, and he has retinitis pigmentosa, a degenerative eye disease that has caused him to progressively go blind. A photographer from the Telegraph-Herald newspaper was dropping his own children off at Lincoln, saw Trevor, and became fascinated with his story. That moment turned into the photographer shadowing Trevor for years to document his story, which was highlighted in a special newspaper section in October.
We thought that it might be an interesting project to do in a little bit different way rather than write a typical newspaper narrative, to write it as a story that was more accessible to kids. Since we met Trevor as a kindergartner and a lot of the pictures were from that year, we thought it would be interesting if it were something his peers could pick up and read.
The Dubuque Community School District was pleased to support the project and helped supply the content for the educational sidebars throughout the year. The district is using the piece to talk to students about visual impairment and diversity. Through Trevors Eyes is a powerful story, and we are grateful to him and his family for raising awareness. You are an inspiration, Trevor. Well, it's time for another new segment. We're calling it Construction Zone. There is a lot of construction happening in our schools, and we thought it was time you got some updates. One of our largest current projects is a $30 million renovation to Hempstead High School. Let's dig in. 5 days a week from 6 in the morning until sometimes 6 at night, you'll find 40 to 50 workers from Conlon Construction working on the Hempstead site.
It's going good. You know, the weather's been favorable for us. We're basically on schedule this time. We're working on the gymnasium and the auditorium.
There are 3 phases to this project. The first is the addition of the new gym and auditorium. The second is the new parking lot, as well as the demolition of the old auditorium, which will then turn into new administration offices. And the third and final phase is the auto shop area. Each new phase will take place over the course of about a year, so the projected completion date is January of 2016. Want to learn more about our construction projects? Find updates on our website. Just go to www.dbqschools.org/constructionzone. Well, this next story will have you tiptoeing around your house for the next few days. Some ballerinas from the Academy of Ballet in Dubuque came to Lincoln. Check it out. The students at Lincoln Elementary gathered for an all-school assembly on October 17th to watch some ballet dancers tiptoe around their gym. The director of the Academy, Marina O'Rourke, or Marina Christina the Ballerina as she likes to call herself, first gave them a brief history on ballet. They learned many different ballet terms, watched the dancers do some basic warm-ups, and don't forget the tutus. Then it was time for the grand finale. The students were so impressed by their performance, they couldn't help but shout bravo as the ballerinas took their bows. Well, that story definitely had me thinking I made the wrong career choice. How cool would it be to be a ballerina? It's every little girl's dream. Before we go, I wanted to make sure you all knew that October was National Principals Month. So if you haven't already, it's never too late to thank your principal for all the hard work they do in our schools every day. Well, now you're all up to date. Of course, like I always say, this doesn't even begin to cover all the cool things happening in our district. So if you have anything going on in your schools that you think we should know about, please send us an email at tellyourstory@dbqschools.org. And for more coverage on our school district, you can always check out our website, www.dbqschools.org. or watch us here on Channel 16 and 85.6 for daily replays. Until next time, thanks for joining us.